Hello, this is Arcadia Gaming, and today we're going to be doing our first review, and it's going to be F-Zero for the Super Nintendo. It was released in 1990 in Japan, and a year later in North America. Yeah, in this game you're going to be controlling futuristic race cars at pretty much unheard of speeds. I think the fastest you can go is around 500 kilometers an hour. And what you do is you're racing around tight corners, and you're trying to avoid areas where you fall off the track and out of the race. And this game utilizes the Super Nintendo's Mode 7 graphics chip. And what Mode 7 was, is it gave games on the Super Nintendo the illusion of 3D and giving it a more realistic look. Though it's outdated by today's standards, it was a big deal back then because this kind of technology wasn't seen on a lot of the older consoles like NES or Sega Master System. You could see Mode 7 on a lot of other games like Super Castlevania 4, Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past, and Super Mario Kart, which I have to do another review of soon, so let's pop this thing in and play some game. Alright, so you got two choices of gameplay. You got Grand Prix, which is your basic, racing against other competitors. You got your practice mode, which you can just practice on by yourself. It's like a time trial mode. So what we're going to do, we're going to play Grand Prix mode. You get a choice of 4 cars. Now, I think that's a bit of a drawback, because usually you get more of a selection on other games. So, you can choose between these 4. And later installments of the F-Zero series, they'd featured a lot more of a selection. Like F-Zero X for the N64, you had at least like 20 different choices to choose from. But we're going to choose Blue Falcon here. You get 3 different levels. Knight, Queen, and King. We're going to choose Knight for this one. And you can choose between Beginner, Standard, and Expert mode. So we're going to choose Beginner here, so. I don't know if you can hear the music, but very futuristic soundtrack, which really does this game justice. It's pretty cool, and if you want, I really recommend putting this on your MP3 player. Yeah, you can see your power meter in the top right of the corner. That goes down as you. Okay, first of all, there's a speed boost on the bottom right hand of the corner. You press your A button, and it'll increase your speed. And coming up on lap traffic now. Ow! Well, it's kind of difficult to talk and race at the same time. Your power button at the top right of the corner, it decreases when you hit a car, when you go across mines, which are later in the game, or if you crash into the walls, like I just did. And the only way you can replenish this is if you go to these areas right here, and that recharges you. So, now I'll show you this level and then another level. Not doing as well as I usually do. Now, a lot of these later games, they still utilize the scoring. They score your game as you go along, which was kind of redundant back then, unless you were on like Atari games or you were on an arcade machine. So there you see. Alright, so didn't do too bad. On to the next stage. One of my favorite songs in the whole game. Damn it! See, even on beginner, it's challenging. Especially if you're a first-time player, it takes a lot of time to get used to. Another drawback of this game is that it lacks a multiplayer support, so really it's only a one-player game, which is kind of bad for the time, especially for a racing game. So yeah, I often have to hand the controller off to somebody if you want to have them play next. Didn't see that coming. I can't drive today. I was doing fine earlier. Alright, so you get the point. So that's basically F-Zero in a nutshell. I have F-Zero X for the N64, and I hope to do a review of that in the future, so stay tuned for that, and stay tuned for more reviews. Thank you.